That all down, let's get to some topics here, shall we? And we're going to start off with this. K-Pop Demon Hunters. It's all my wife talks about. Man, she loved it, and I feel like every time I walk into the room, it's either K-Pop Demon Hunters. You know what her new addiction is? It's always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Well, that's a good one.
She's never watched it. I've never watched it.
Are you kidding me?
So she's starting on season 1.
Oh,
She's already through season 1. She's on season 2 now. It's still 4x3.
Yeah.
That's how long this show's been on TV.
16 years.
So they're on season 17 now.
Yeah, but I mean 16 past. Yeah.
Crazy. Anyway, so K-Pop Demon Hunters. Now, a bunch of our viewers wrote in and said, John, you should really check out K-Pop Demon Hunters. I'm like, it doesn't look like it's for me, but I'll try it out. They lost me at the Demon Boy Band. That movie lost me at the Demon Boy Band. I'm not crap talking it. I'm just saying it wasn't for me. I tried it. Wasn't for me. That's fine. But just because it didn't really work for me doesn't mean it hasn't worked for a hell of a lot of people. And as a result of it working for a lot of people, including my wife, it is crushing records that Netflix thought maybe would never get beaten. Forbes runs this headline saying Netflix's K-Pop Demon Hunter just made history with new records. And the folks over at Puck write out like this. Netflix never thought they really had... let's try the K-Pop Demon Hunter, produced by Sony Pix Animation as a part of its Netflix deal, is just unstoppable and giving Netflix the kind of hit it really has never had to date, which is kind of weird to consider at this point Netflix's trajectory. Let's dive into the numbers. It's the first Netflix film in the service's history to, number one, get over 20 million views in its 5th week. It's still pulling in over 20 million views in its 5th week. No other Netflix original's ever done that. It's the first one to ever do 20 plus million views 4 weeks in a row. Even Red Notice, their number 1 original film of all time, never did that. Have its biggest weekly count number on its 5th week. So its 5th week is its biggest week yet. Normally it's the thing's first week and then it goes down from there. The 5th week is its biggest week yet. Now, to put some of this into perspective, in week 1, it got 9.3 million views. In week number 2, that jumped to 24.2. In week number 3, 22.7. And then it just started going up and kept going up. In week 4, 24.2. And in week 5, 25.8. Now, for more context, you put that against what was their biggest animated original ever, Adam Sandler's Leo. It opened with 34.6 million, dropped to 23.6. Week 3 dropped to 14.2. Week 4 dropped to 9.4. Week 5 dropped to 7.2, which are remarkable numbers.
And it's normal. It's a normal trajectory.
Yeah, and remarkable numbers for something like this. But look at K-pop's numbers. They just get bigger and bigger and bigger. And this is a movie I do not like.
If that was a stock I owned, I'd be very happy.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just buy it at 9, it goes all the way up.
Fortunately, a couple of my ETFs have Netflix in the portfolio, so I've benefited from it a bit there. But this is insane. And, when I saw these numbers, I started thinking, okay, but for why? To quote Chris Carr, but for why? Why is it ain't its story? It's its music, man. Because even somebody who doesn't really like the movie, and I'm in the minority, but even I gotta say,
you're tapping your toe.
You're tapping your foot, man. You're listening to that music, and it's actually really catchy.
I wonder if people are just putting it on and like going about their daily like chores and stuff.
And
I'm
sure.
Just listening to it,
I'm sure some people are doing that. And then its soundtrack like topped all the charts. Like all the charts. It got up there and held it. So I've got to believe, there's something catchy, obviously, as a movie as a whole, with this many people watching. There are things about it that a lot of people enjoy, but I got to believe that the main driving force behind this is simply the music of it. And even I got to say, these little girls, because they show the behind, I was, walking in when Ann was watching the post credit and they showed the actual girls doing the singing. Man, these little girls can sing. Like, they're not Celine Dion, don't get me wrong, or anything like that. But, oh my God, these little girls can sing. And it's pretty catchy. And look, just because it's not for me, doesn't mean we shouldn't take a moment here and acknowledge, to quote Roman Reigns, acknowledge me, to acknowledge just the spectacular performance this thing has had. It's absolutely nuts. And listen, say what you want about Sony in a lot of different areas. Woo! When it comes to their animation stuff right now, they're kind of slaying, man. I can't believe I just used the term slaying and not referring to the killing of a dragon. But yeah.
Come on, man. That's a top word now.
No
cap.
They are destroying it. And listen, it may not be for you, but you have to tip your cap, man. When you have something with this kind of success, you're doing something right. It may not be something right that works for you. It may not be something right that works for me. But holy crap, they're doing something right. Rob, you see these numbers. This is a star. Again, their number one performing original film ever on Netflix. Never had 4 weeks in a row with 20 plus million views. Anyway, what's your takeaway from this?
Well, I feel whenever I'm talking about anything to do with K-pop or all girl groups or something from Korea that I'm venturing into an old man territory I don't want to go into. But, if you bring up Lalisa on White Lotus, I'm like, yep. But, I think, look, this more than anything, I think this speaks to a changing demographic in terms of what people are interested in. I mean, the penetration of Asian culture into youth culture of the West, of America, for instance, and Western nations, I mean, it's providing an authenticity, a uniqueness, an originality, something that American entertainment just doesn't have. And, the vast topics that manga covers, the kinds of stories that are being told, the vibe from anime of any kind, but the whole realm of K-pop is sort of inherently optimistic and fun. Fun in a bubblegum, futuristic, hot way that has a certain innocence to it at the same time, even though they're fighting demons. And I think that it's something that we just don't have here. There's no American equivalent to this, or at least the way it feels. And I think that's part of its appeal. There's something irresistible about it. Like, look, I say I'm an old man, but when I first heard, I didn't know anything about BTS. I didn't listen to that music. But when I heard the Blackpink song Boombaya, that was the first hit of theirs I heard, and I'm like, it made me feel like I was hearing Sieg Sputnik in the mid 80s singing Love Missile F-111 from like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And I'm like, what is this? Gangnam Style, whatever. It was that there was something different about it that it's infectious. And I think that it does not surprise me because I've heard more different, disparate people talking about this particular movie. People keep asking me on social media. I have friends. I got friends friends my age going, what do you know about this Kpop Demon Hunters movie? And my kids are really into it. I'm like, I haven't watched it yet, but apparently a lot of people are, according to these numbers. And there's something, they're catching fire with this. And I think that I like where it's going.
Yeah. And this is a great example, again, of saying, like we always say, we want everything to do well. Even if it's stuff that we don't like, we want it to do well. We want, if it's giving joy to other people. And again, I cannot emphasize this point enough. Kpop Demon Hunter is not for me. It does not work for me. I did not like it. I couldn't even make it all the way through it. But I'm thrilled for a success. And I'm thrilled for everybody who enjoys it and watches it and gets something out of it, something that I'm clearly not getting out of it, but that's fine. And I think it's great for them. And that just means they'll get more stuff like it for those audiences who are enjoying it. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. It feels like workplace stress is higher than ever these days. And I was just reading that about 61% of the global workforce is dealing with above normal levels of stress. And honestly, it's not surprising. When you're stuck in endless Zoom meetings, juggling deadlines, or just trying to keep your head above water, it adds up. Now, sure, a quick vacation sounds nice, but let's be real. It's not a long-term fix. What's helped me is building small wellness habits. For me, it's things like getting outside in the sun for a few minutes or squeezing in a brisk walk during breaks. But for a lot of people, sometimes that's just not enough, and that's where therapy can really help. BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform with over 30,000 therapists who've already helped over 5 million people worldwide. Their app is super convenient. You can meet with a therapist with just a click, and if it's not the right fit, you can switch therapists anytime. And just listen to the user reviews. The BetterHelp app has a 4.9 out of 5 from over 1.7 million reviews. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp
BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Unwind from work with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Campea. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Campea.
Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? This little Kpop Demon Hunter is putting up numbers that Netflix has never seen before. What's standing out to you the most? Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.